With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This fielded at the 2. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Chopper. Let's go, baby.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. Able to power through. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, alert! Kill. Point it right.
They'll start here with Jackson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here in the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Easy. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 13. Topper.
They'll try the left side. Dillon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's got Harrison left side complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yellow. Underline. Attack. Shoot. 166. Bullet high. Switch.
On first down, Dillon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Dillon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good. Stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. On third down, this is Jackson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That one goes for 30 yards. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. Hey, tight.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Run. Point it right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Mayfield to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. George Kittle there to make the grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that trims the lead down to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a... Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
15.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a Cowboy first down.
On first down, Dillon. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Yellow. Attack.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, Dillon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw again on second down. Mahomes, he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. K1 short, able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch out!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington! In for the score. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Wide, 50. Watch the flat. 57. Watch the flat.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Motion to backfield.
On second down now. Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dillon. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 20-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Man left, man left.
Hey, alert 33.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Third and 9.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt.
Alert! Hey, alert!
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Zoo.
Let's go, D.
My touch.
On first down, it's Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run here with Ball. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Drop D.
From the 25 on second down, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Pistol. Chopper.
On second down, this is Jackson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, You can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25.